is Jeff Bell, and we're here today to give you a demonstration of how to retrofit a T8 luminaire with T5 adapters, including bulbs. One thing that you want to make sure that you do before you begin the process is to turn the breaker off that supplies power to the luminaire or luminaires that you are going to be actively rewiring. When this is in the ceiling, this will actually hang. For the purposes of our demonstration, I'm going to lay it on the desk so that we can be a little more thorough in our explanation. First procedure is to remove the bulbs. In this case, T8 bulbs. There's 4 of them in this one, and we're going to go back and de-lamp to 2 of our adapters in place of 4 T8 bulbs. De-lamp is the process of eliminating some of the light source. In this case, we've got an original 4-bulb ballast. The T5 adapters are so efficient that we're going to actually, instead of using 4 adapters, we're going to de-lamp, quote unquote, to 2 adapters, which will give you the same amount of light as 4 of these inefficient T8 bulbs. Once the bulbs are removed, we're going to remove the ballast and wire cover from the center. Sometimes it's offset, but it simply squeezes apart. I'll move it over to one side. In order to remove the ballast, I'm going to cut the wires coming out of the ballast. Yellow wires are actually going to the pin sockets on one side. The blue and red wires are going to the pin sockets on the other side. The power going into the ballast, the T8 ballast, are white and black, and I'm also going to snip those. At this point, I want to remove the old ballast. Phillips head screwdriver and 1 screw. I'm going to set that to the side. Now I'm going to take wire strippers and I'm going to clear out the last ½ inch of each of these wires. Alright, now that I have approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of stripped wire on the end of each of the dangling wires, I'm going to take the wires from one side. Sometimes they're different colors. In this case, they are yellow. They're going to one side of the luminaire. There are 4 pin sockets that are connected to these 2 wires. I'm using push connectors for this, which are real easy to do. This is the old style connector. I'm actually using a new style connector, which is a little quicker as far as installation process. In one end, I'm going to put both wires coming from the pin sockets on one side, and I'm just going to choose to use the neutral white wire coming from the power source going to those. The black power wire, the hot wire, I'm going to connect to the 4 wires on the other end. And again, the push connectors kind of make things a little bit easier, a little bit quicker to do. And then I try to get these to the point where you can recover the wires. Notice the ballast is now removed. Each side is connected to one part of the input wire coming from the power source. I'm going to recover the wires. Reattach the ballast wire cover. And now the rewiring is complete. Now that that's done, we've got our T5 adapter with reflector. It already has a bulb in it. In our case, we're using 28 watt bulbs and 28 watt reflectors. Going to slip it in. When we're in this situation, we're delamping. It's a personal preference, but most of the time I recommend that you go to the outside positions and put your T5 adapters in. They go in just like a normal bulb would go. Now we're done and ready to go. You see that it works properly. Now we're ready to close the fixture. And move on to the next. The beginning wattage on this was 432 bulbs, which is 128 watts. Right here, we've got two 28 watt adapters, which is a total of 56 watts. And I'm Jeff Bell for NetZero USA. Hope you've learned something from this instructional video.